It is Tuesday, November 18th, 2025 at 7:31 p.m. This is the Conservation Commission meeting. We'll start off with, let's see, is the payroll here? I don't see payroll. Okay. We won't do payroll. Okay, so we have the minutes from October 21st, 2025. The action items, Leanne and Brian, we're going to conduct the site inspection at 8 Turkey Lane. And we can discuss that separately because we've got the email, so we will go forward with that. I haven't found the minutes that I was looking for Jacob Lane, so I'll have to go through all the minutes that I have, like each one, instead of going what I was going to do. Leanne moved, reimburse, okay, that was that. That's not an extra. Ed was going to follow up on Rose Way.
Yeah, that's been continuing. I haven't had time, and the open space was priority.
Leanne drafted a letter to Jason regarding the OSRP. And was that done? Yeah, you submitted it. Okay. Research comparable fee structures in other towns.
Yep, we got some
to
look at tonight.
Okay. And review and continue. Okay. So, are there any changes to the October 21st minutes?
No.
Okay. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The November 4th meeting. Okay. Again, I'm following up on the minutes. Leanne and Ed were going to conduct a follow-up site visit to the middle school.
We did complete that, and we did have some findings, but we can talk about those.
Okay. And then the Rose Way. And again with that. And all the other stuff is going to be discussing. So, do I have a motion to approve the November 4th meeting?
I did review them, and I didn't catch it out of that meeting. I did have an action item to go and follow up on 190, 180 School Street, a stream. And that wasn't captured in the minutes, but I did, we can capture it tonight as part of my site inspection. But other than that, it was fine for me.
Okay, then we'll add it to tonight. Do you have a motion?
Motion.
Second. All in favor? Okay. And I don't see that she left payroll, so we'll get on that. So Jacob Lane, I need to make copies and then just go through because I had talked to Dawn, and I'll have to go through the agenda on the website because not all the minutes are posted, and when they are posted, if you don't put like if you put an end date on it, that's not like 10 years in the future, they go away. So I also need to, I meant to ask Michael to see because we give them the minutes, if they have, what do they do with them?
Yeah.
So, but otherwise I'll be going through as much as I can.
Do you need to keep going through the files? Do you need help?
No, it's the minutes, and I don't think I looked, I didn't see the minutes up there. I think the minutes, I might have them in a box at home. I know I have at least 3 folders of minutes, but it's,
It's a
A
lot.
lot.
yeah. So every first and third times that by 12,
Yeah.
and if there's a third, so it's a lot to go through. Anyway.
Are you still looking for the Jacob Lane?
That's what
Clarify.
I'm going to try to see if not, I'm just going to say, we don't have them. I don't know where they are because, Elaine would have sent them to me, but that's probably 2 computers ago. So if they were in my email, it's gone. So anyway, I'm hoping to wrap that up next time. And let's see. Anything else? Yeah, so we can talk about 8 Turkey. Oh, first let's get something easy over. Okay. Lot 2 Franklin Street. Have you guys scheduled a site inspection or a site visit, not an
I
inspection?
emailed Carl, asking him for his availability on 11/22, which is this coming Saturday. He said he can do it, so we just need to pick a time and let him know.
Okay.
So we can do that tonight. My preference would be for the morning, if possible. Earlier would be better.
So what are you like?
Like
Well,
this,
I won't be going because
40s.
You don't want to walk through
I can't because still can't even walk normal. So yeah, it's going to be a while before I do a site visit, unless I'm just standing on the street or a sidewalk.
I'm open all day, so.
Okay. Any preference,
You want
Brian?
I'm good to go. I'm here.
So you want to just give a time frame
Yeah,
between 9 and 11?
I'll give him a time frame,
You
like
like that?
before 11, maybe. Anytime before
11.
11. Would be 11 would be okay?
Yeah, 10 to noon.
10 to noon? Okay, yeah, all right. I will email him.
Okay.
And Erica has the check that came in with the paperwork for Lot 2 Franklin. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I didn't see that she sent me the ad.
Okay.
He would have,
I didn't even-
but it might be too early because I don't know, because that's for,
Yeah, the Enterprise now.
yeah, and it will probably be next week anyway because our next meeting is the 2nd. So usually it would go in the paper next week because it needs to be in the paper. But usually when she sends the ad, she does, well, and I don't know what the new procedure is. That's the express one was you put in, she sends them an email in the format, and then Deb would send her back what would she call it?
Oh, like the
Proof sheet, yeah. And then Erica would send the proof sheet to Carl.
Okay. Okay.
But then we look at it and say yay or nay, and then they put it to press. So, yeah. So I'll need to do a startup order of conditions for this.
Just give you a heads up, man. It's between 521 and 493 Franklin.
Okay, thank you.
What's the address?
It's the, correct.
493 Franklin. It's right in between the two.
Oh, so it's the house.
It's one of those.
It's the one that's-
feet behind.
Yeah, we've already visited that,
No.
right?
No,
Is that a different one?
Another one.
It's a
yeah.
brand new one.
Yeah, another one. Same.
Oh,
situation.
so did they tear down the house?
They're going between 2 houses.
It's-
So they're going through the original house and then the one that was, so am I talking a different,
You're talking different.
different?
The one,
Okay.
the one that we originally approved is a different location.
Oh, okay.
This one's a little bit further.
Similar
It's
setup.
similar,
though. Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
similar.
the setup
Yeah.
is.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Mhm.
Okay. So do we want to talk about 159?
Sure, I did an
Auburn?
update on 159, maybe because last night we had a zoning board meeting. So we had released the enforcement order, and they started back work. Everything was good to go. The Odelton and Marcus had put in for a third bedroom.
After the fact?
After the fact,
Yeah.
and that was not approved last night by the ZBA.
So what's the point,
So it remains a two-bedroom. However, what we did talk about during the board is,
but if they already have the house, is there 3 bedrooms in the house? Yeah.
yep,
So what are they gonna, I mean,
Yeah, it's not gonna call it living.
they can't be called a bedroom. They can't be marketed as a bedroom. I asked afterwards, how does that work with taxes? But that's kind of up to the assessor to figure out, because it's,
so it can't have a closet?
do you make them rip up the closet? That's the
Yes,
question.
you'd have to. Well, that's not under us,
Right.
but a bedroom
Yeah,
has a closet.
right, and it has a closet.
Well,
But there
that's
was no motion to have them remove the closet.
Okay, well, that's up to the building inspector and the
Yeah.
ZBA, whatever.
Exactly.
Okay.
But one of the things that did come out of it is, as part of the application to the ZBA, there was mention about the standing water. And it overflows into 171. I might have the address of the one.
The guy, yes. What was his
And they
name?
were
Tom, something.
They were there as well, and I spoke about the issue. I went by there the other day. There's still water that's on the left-hand side of the house.
Which,
Yeah.
when we did the original, when the old house was there, that was a concern when we were
It
walking.
was concerned, but it wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we hadn't gone when it was,
Correct.
had rained,
Yeah.
but
But there
it,
had been complaints about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they were going to rebuild, that was brought up to the zoning board, and it was part of the application, if you will, that
Yeah.
needed to be corrected. It has not been corrected. I found it when I went and did the initial inspection, and then just the other day I went by, and lo and behold, there it was. And I showed Marcus, I talked to Marcus about it. They fixed the drains going to the dry wells. But I told him, I said, if this water remains, you have to address it.
yeah, 'cause they won't get a certificate of compliance.
Right, so last night, the zoning board asked me if I would confirm with the board that we would make sure that we follow up on that standing water to make sure that it's addressed. And I said yes, and the reason why is because the zoning board doesn't sign off on anything
Right.
as far as completion goes, only the
Yeah.
conservation. So that's kind of in our purview now as well. So that's okay.
Yeah, that's it. So, well, if they they need to fix it. I mean,
Yeah.
they can sell the house as is, but then that's gonna create a problem for the new owners, so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can't stop them from selling the property.
Correct.
It's just, it won't probably, they won't have clear title.
Yeah, I mean, if the board's okay, I'll continue to follow up with,
Yeah.
with Odelton and Marcus, just to remind them that that needs to get addressed, so that's gonna impact your.
How are we gonna have this addressed?
They need to get an engineer, they need to get somebody up there, and, I think they need to put a dry well there.
Then they need to come back. to
Well,
us and get
wait,
approval for the-
actually what Tom mentioned, and I'll go do, is he
Who's
mentioned
Tom?
that Tom is the neighbor.
Oh,
That
okay.
neighbor. So that stream comes from behind the property, goes in between the houses. It goes underground.
Yep.
Between the houses and across Auburn Street and then up to Harvard Street. His thought was maybe downstream it's been blocked. So when it's raining, it's not flowing through, because he said it used to flow through and there was never a problem until whatever, 5 years ago, whatever the case may be. But so he asked if I would be willing to go and check the stream and make sure it's not blocked. So we'll see how far I can get with that.
Okay, that's fine. And then if it is blocked, then DPW will have to clear it.
Yeah, depending where it is, if it's on private property,
Yeah.
Somebody's messing around in the brook. So we'll see. So there's some investigation that needs to be done, and they may need to put another dry well in, and
Will he have to come back and see us before that? Because it's a big end of Alfredton. I don't think he would. I mean, we have an approval to do that.
Yeah, I mean, the whole yard's been dug up anyway.
He could just, I mean, he wouldn't have to refile. He could just ask for a, there's a thing on it, it's like Marie Ann or Anne Marie, where we, an amendment, I think, an amendment to an order of
We need the
conditions.
stormwater.
Yeah,
conveyance.
so we would just have them amend, they would request an amended order of conditions.
Amended order conditions, okay. Okay.
Okay, so that's.
And
Are you here
just-
for
just-
a certain?
I'm sorry?
Are you here for a certain?
Oh, well, we live on Whiting Ave, and we're just questioning, what conservation land near us, and we were always under the understanding the property behind our house was protected conservation land.
Are you talking from the Columbia side? Okay.
Yeah, because it just seems to me like my backyard abuts the conservation, and then on the other side is Columbia. It just seems like they've expanded more.
Okay.
So there was, it could be just premonition.
So we are actually had a site inspection, so we'll get to your questions. So
Didn't do it.
you didn't do it?
I did not do it yet. Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna bring it up. I need to do that. So it's on my list to get out and do a site.
Yes,
inspection.
but they have been ever since.
Pushing the limit.
More than
They got a COC though, where they finished, right? Or did they get a...
yes,
Okay.
but
It's no longer going to be wetland back there because now all the sun's getting through because
they've taken out trees that they shouldn't have.
They've cut trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I didn't come to complain, I just come to question because I'm concerned because where I about that area. And I know when the leaves fall, it's ugly, you can see everything. But initially, it was like one Saturday a few weeks ago, they were out there at 6 in the morning and they built like a metal shed, a big huge building, it's a whatever, right beside them. And before they did that, you could hear like a lot of construction going on. And I was thinking maybe we could hear the noise from the middle school. But then when they started building that, they were out there early till
Okay.
dark. So
I'll have to find the notice of intent and order of conditions.
I just don't know if they, I don't know if anybody, I don't know how to approach it, like as far as, did somebody visit it after they committed to what they were gonna do when they built that?
Yes, so we did I'm pretty sure, not off the top of my head. I presume that we did a certificate of compliance, but if they do stuff that has violated that we can do a work enforcement order, so they have to stop. And especially if they're cutting down trees, which that was a big issue when we did that whole thing because of all the people that live on Whitey on that side of the sound and everything. And, because they're,
I don't know how they got in there in the first place because the condos are right there. They're looking at this
Yes.
junkyard, and we supposedly abutted. We always thought that was wetland, protected wetland, and 2 houses down the street got notices of what was going on, but we never got any notification.
you have to be, it's 100 feet from the work. So if your house is 125, you're not going to get a notice.
Okay.
And that has nothing, that is the requirement of the law from the state. So we have no control. The best thing it's going to be hard now, but when the Express was still in business, we would put a notice in the paper when they would have a hearing. And then that way it's public knowledge, it's a legal notice, so everybody, even if you weren't in a butter, you would see the notice. But now it's, hardly anybody, I don't know, the Enterprise, that's what we're gonna start using, but I don't know how many people get the Enterprise, because it's a Brockton paper, and there's never anything in there with Whitman, and it's kind of like the Ledger.
Yes.
It's in Hingham,
I
but
mean, we feel really bad.
we might get a
about it.
burb like this, and who gets the,
You know, we feel really bad about it because, I mean, I just recently retired. So, you know, I worked 6 nights a week. And where I would work nights, I was never been able to participate or be involved with anything. You know, it was just work. And, you know, it did concern me, you know, when it was going on, but, you know, I just didn't have the time or
Yeah.
and now it's a done deal and, you know, nothing can be done.
well,
And I remember.
I wouldn't say it can't be done because we can go and do the site inspection. And if they've done anything like cutting down trees in the wetlands, again, we can we can draw up a letter and what's it called?
What's your address?
60 Whiting Ave.
It's a enforcement order is what it's called. So they won't be able to do anything. So
And I can remember, well, I live in what was my grandparents' house. And I can remember before her house wasn't even built in the next lot next to me. And I can remember how it was back then when I was a kid. There was Jack in the pulpit, lady slippers, polywogs, you know, it was its own little ecosystem. You know, and it was always wet back there. And I think closer to your end, it was always almost like a little pond.
It's still
or a
mushy
little-
in there, yeah, you can see that.
But now it's just mushy,
yeah.
you know, and I know it's just going to dry out.
So have they been filling or just clearing and cutting?
I think from when they put in all that stuff on the side, whatever they cut on the side there has now opened up. So now the sun's gonna, you know, there's no protection anymore from the trees. Now I've gone out because years ago, and the house is empty now, but the Goudreaus that used to live next to me, before they bought the house, there was a woman that had planted ivy and it had crept out into the woods. So when I had first moved in, I went out into the woods and I was cutting away all the ivy so it wasn't killing off the trees. Mm-hmm. Because there is behind my house, there are a lot of fallen trees, you know. Mm-hmm. And a matter of fact, one of the trees wiped out my shed, but there was nothing I could do about it. You know, I know I can't cut any trees that are in back of my house because it's conservation land.
Well, if that ever happens again and you think a tree is going to fall like on your fence or anything, give us a call because we can give you permission to get the tree cut down because just because it's wet.
I have this big gorgeous oak tree. I mean, it's huge. And I really need to trim it up, but, you know, I would never want to cut it down.
Right, but if anything's in the wetlands that could potentially do damage to property, like a fence, a shed, we can come take a visit and tell you can cut it down because you can't damage, I mean, that's,
On the conservation land, right?
if it's on the what we would do if it's on conservation land and in the wetlands, we would have whoever you hire would have to physically go in on foot and climb the tree and cut and then take sections out because you cannot have any machinery in the wetlands. So unless you could get a big crane, you know, to go over your house and like that.
This isn't actually in the wet part of it. It's more like on my property line.
Okay, yeah, but just saying going forward, if you have a concern about a tree that's in the wetlands, give us a call. We can come out.
That's good to know.
And I live on Meyer Farm. I'm only like 2 blocks away from it.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I recently got a dog, so I go all the way up, and I'm concerned about all the area in there, the little streams. I can remember, actually, I believe that there was a stream that went under the road from the runoff from that wetland behind us. And I believe it used to go out underneath the road where they put all of those townhouses in.
Yeah, it still does.
Yes.
That probably is why, you saw it's less water because they improved upon the flow, so probably drain that a little bit out into more of where the townhouses are, the middle schools. But not saying it was, I think that part of that happens about, when they start to streamline things move a little faster. But we'll definitely go out and take a look.
Yeah.
I think this is the second, is there another email that came in from Columbia, about Columbia?
No, I got notified by the building inspector. He received a phone call.
Did he receive the phone call? Okay.
Yes, but before I went out there, I wanted to get the site plan.
I
So I
was
could
the one who
understand.
sent the email
Oh, you
a few
okay,
weeks
good.
ago.
You'll have to go through the files. Yeah, I don't know what their
That way
file.
I know when I
I got
look,
the-
because I don't know what it
The
looks
file
like.
numbers are on that photo that I sent you guys. So I have the file numbers.
Okay.
Oh, what is
Yeah,
it?
we can file that.
It's one of them is dash 0418, and the other one's dash 0463.
And my thought was, once I'm out there, I'm sure I'm gonna be pretty visible, and they're gonna wonder, why am I out here? And at least they can have a site plan, and say I'm here to do an inspection.
Yep, okay, well, we'll look for those two after the meeting. So,
I just wanted to be sure that from what I was seeing and hearing that it wasn't gonna come in further, because when, like you said, when I first moved there, it was supposed to be like non-buildable, but anything's possible, I mean, people do weird things, but I just want to be sure. But it just seems like they're coming a little bit closer. I don't sit and stare out the window.
no, I get what you're
I can
saying.
see it's visibly different, and like, I did call to ask if anyone, I called, I don't know who I spoke with, they told me they could connect me with the building inspector, and then we were disconnected, so I didn't pursue it. But they said if you're speaking of 1069 or something like that, Temple Street, we're out there inspecting that, but that wasn't the one I was speaking of, it's like the 600 block of Columbia, so. But I was told also too, like I came to the meeting when they were speaking about that, and they had like a lot of like unfulfilled promises that they were saying.
Oh, yes.
They wanted to have it up. I hate to be like that because I'm not a troublemaker or a squelch, but there's sometimes when you can smell like a lot of paint, and they were told that they built this high-tech paint booth that was supposed to be, I know you're gonna get that, I mean, you're a car place, whatever, but some days it's like alcohol. It smells really strong, not the good kind of alcohol,
No, yeah.
kind like that, yeah.
Okay,
So that's why I was just kind of
At
concerned.
that point, I might have a phone call to the board. That's not being a nuisance, that's something that they should,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have smell paint on another property.
yeah. So you can call the Board of Health for that.
For that, yeah.
They should have.
Because we don't, that piece, we only can deal with the wetlands. We can't
Right.
deal with,
That definitely would be a,
yeah, that would be Board of Health.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure that something wasn't going on that could be prevented, you know?
Yeah, no,
I think something's going on that could be prevented, I think you're right.
yeah,
I think you're going on a correct path.
But we appreciate you watching out for the wetlands. It's
Yeah.
4 of us. There's a lot of space here.
And like I said, I've never been able to be active in the town because I worked all the time. And, you
Well, I'm
know,
back.
I've seen that, you know, like I said, my grandfather taught me how to ice skate on the pond.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen it change a lot. I wonder, you know, I know beside the pond, there's, the DPW, I believe, has a, sewer line. And they've cleared out a little path.
Pardon?
Yes, and they cleared up a little, nature trail.
yes,
And I think the Boy Scouts originally had started it, but they cleared it out a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I always wondered if they ever monitored the houses that they built on the other side of the pond, if they ever monitor, you know, what they're putting down on there.
I'm a neighbor.
I
live on that block.
Beavers in the pond.
Yeah.
And otters, yes. No, I live on that block.
That's your street, that's your
Yeah.
That's my street. So, I don't like, what are you putting on? But most of our neighbors all have animals. So it would be like a paw safe, or they're not putting salt on there. I can't tell you if they're using fertilizer or not. That's, you know, I'm not that, you know,
Yeah.
I need to live here. So,
It's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
The whole area up there, the pond and everything too.
but yeah,
You
so,
know, when I always had cats. I have a dog now, and I go up all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
And I just enjoyed that little brook, and I always wondered, like, when they built that house I was like, oh, no. And
But
I
on
was like,
Priscilla Drive?
no, on Pine Street, like, just before you get out onto 18.
It's a blue house, I think.
It's a blue house,
Way
yeah.
down before.
Oh, yeah, that's when we
Yeah.
were trying to go on the trail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one, yeah, what's that called? That trail?
Oh, down to Pete's Hole. That's
Pete's
what,
Hole.
Yeah.
So,
On Pine Street.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah, it's clear,
that's
yeah.
where the new house is.
Yeah.
but, you know, I
You can still go down there, by the way, because that's
There's
an easement for a right of way, and the path is right in the backyard. But you have to mow his lawn when you go through.
Yeah, that's like.
You really don't have to do that.
Or you could go through the ham radio area because the town of Whitman owns that and that is under our preview.
Maybe in the winter.
There's a lot of briars.
No,
So-
when I have too much coffee and I'm walking the dog, I go behind it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Excellent.
So whatever.
It's good for
That's
Well, you know, I'm wondering if all that area in there is all, you know, is that protected land also?
It is.
That's good to know.
And it's gonna, and it'll stay that way, just so you know.
If you Google Mass DEP wetland maps, there's some really good state maps, and Whitman is on it.
Great.
You do see all the wetland Mass DEP associated with maps.
I love that, that's
We
nice.
just walked that piece of property as part of the open space planning, and that was an area that we determined and decided that will not be used. It's gonna be for wildlife. And, be left alone.
Yeah, and we have the pond, Harding and Hobart Pond taken care of every year. We have a company that comes out and measures the oxygen in the water and performs maintenance to get rid of the, what do you go, I'm gonna lose my train of thought, the invasive species. So they take care of that and we get a notice of that, so.
Well, thank you for making the calls. Appreciate it.
And DEP does go down and clear out the dam every once in a while, like when the beavers get too.
Yeah, when I see the guys, I always
Yeah.
say, oh, hey, thanks, you know.
I have to giggle about that, I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
'Cause the other day, we were driving by and we pulled over, and they were coming up out of the water. I don't know whether it was the beaver or the otter, but they were eating little fish. And they were like chewing away. It was just like, it's nice, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see any big turtles this year during the summer, but because sometimes they come up and they're sunning right by the dam.
I escorted a big one across the road. No, I knew how to.
Now you pick it up with a baseball bat or
Oh,
umbrella
you
and just kind of like.
Yeah. Just don't turn in the opposite direction.
No.
Whatever is like,
Whatever way, I just made sure it was out of the road.
yeah.
It'll get squished.
Yeah, so.
I did that by Peaceful Meadows one time too.
Oh, yeah.
Got right in the middle of 18 with my flashes going.
Yeah, they have issues with beavers over there too.
Yes.
So.
At Peaceful Meadows?
When John, and I'm never going to say his last name because I never pronounce it correctly, after they bought the property, then he called us and the Board of Health because the beavers were clogging up the dam that goes on under 18 and then goes into, I think it's Harvard Street in East Bridgewater.
They're building all in there.
And yeah, but it's like he didn't want to dam it up, or do anything to just let it flow but at the same time, the meadow was wet and you can't have cows in wet material all the time because of their hooves and everything. But anyway.
And I think it was a good one for the town that we got to have Peaceful Meadows staying as a farm.
Yes.
Hooray for that.
Yes. So anyway. Okay. I think we're done with that. So we want to move on to 8 Wild Turkey or
Yep.
lot 340-0317. So a lovely email from Peter. Include a backwash issue as an open condition in the certificate of compliance. But my problem with that is it's not in the order of conditions. So you can't add an order of conditions onto an order of conditions that was issued.
20 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he kind of alluded to that too.
yeah.
Maybe Whitney has some ideas, but
If the pool is not the original order of conditions is within the BBW or buffer zone, then its construction and back would be a separate WPA violation.
does somebody have that file?
Yep, she has it right.
What do you need?
Now again, just to refresh, yeah.
There's no pool.
No. No pool, no shed.
There's no house.
It's just, yeah.
Surprise, we
I know. Well, that's why I was like, which yard does this go
Wait a
to?
second.
Well, and I drove by last Friday and I was like, there's no fence. I mean, you guys said there's a fence, but I thought it's in the back.
Yeah, it's
But
like, well, it's
wouldn't
on the perimeter.
Yeah, but it's like, it's kind of odd that you'd put a fence, you know, halfway around the yard, but not blocking it so you have some privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
the way the lots are, it's a little
Yeah.
weird. Because that's what, I think you were going off the grass. You're like, this is higher.
Yeah, we didn't know where.
So I did follow up
Yeah.
with the building inspector, and no permit was pulled for the pool, which is required by Whitman bylaws. No permit was pulled for the fence or for the shed.
Yeah.
I personally have a problem having a pool that close.
How close is it though?
So
Did you
it's-
guys measure?
No. But
Well,
And maybe we
Yeah.
should. That's why I wanted to see
yeah,
where
but
the
you don't,
100
you don't know
foot line
where,
is.
I don't know how far from the house, I mean, this could go back in the woods too. My guess is it's in here.
I think
It's
in order
easy to
in
do.
order to do it right, we should figure out how close is it to the wetlands. Because the picture that you took, it looked like it was back in here. And
so the
that
100 foot, this
filter-
is hard to see on this one because
Right
it's
here.
green, yeah, but it's like,
It's
it's
within the
definitely
100
in the
foot.
100
It's in the
foot.
buffer zone, but
Yeah.
it's in a previously disturbed area.
Yeah.
It's in the law.
But
It's
is it
long,
25
yeah.
feet from the wetlands?
I don't know.
And that's
Well,
where
because
I
there's no
was-
flags anymore.
They were
We
given,
can tell by
They were-
Yeah, we
vegetation
can look
somewhat.
visually.
they were
but-
granted approvals, limit of work to be 20 feet from it. So if it's within 20 feet, then I think I would definitely have a problem. If it's greater than 20 feet, then, you know, could have been a call to George that we don't know. So
Yeah.
for a pool, and
Yeah.
But there's also the piece that it was never inspected. It was installed without a permit.
building wise.
That's not our.
No, yeah, understood. And the way that I felt at the last meeting was, okay, if a permit was pulled, at least someone had some eyes on it. And maybe George or whoever from the Conservation Commission said, yeah, go ahead, Chair, it's okay, build it, and just didn't document it. Maybe. Maybe it's in a file somewhere, maybe it isn't. But now
Well,
that I
if
know
it
that
would
it's-
be, it would be
Yeah.
here.
now that it's understood, nobody probably looked at it. But that's,
He might have looked. I'm thinking he might have thought that if he went out there, thought that the fence had a permit, and you know, because that's not our responsibility. Oh, you got a permit for that. You got a permit for that. That's, you know.
right.
So he might have walked it and said, "There's a fair, you know, piece." And I don't know when the pool was put in, so that's the thing. I don't know how many years.
There is a letter from George in there. He was looking at the neighboring property following the constructions of the house, the construction of both houses, and he was saying they were filling the wetlands. I don't know where it went.
That's the one for that. Okay, that's the one. Yeah, here we go. 2012.
2012, okay, yeah. So the house was finished in 2007, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll have to go see if I can find 2012 and then move forward to find out if they had, he'd gone back or anything.
And that was the
Or
other
if
piece.
they missed, if they had wanted him to come out and look to, for a pool.
And that was the other piece that we were hoping for from the permit, so we could get the timeline. When did the pool come in? Was it when the house was built, or did they
Yeah,
do it,
no.
years later?
Yeah,
So,
I have no idea.
I mean, I think what's his name? That sent the email?
That's George.
No, the guy that's.
Peter?
Oh,
Peter, yeah, Peter. For me, at least, on this, I think I'd be okay approving the CFC with the understanding that there's a violation that's gone on. And whether it's the current owner or the buyer, someone,
Well, it's already a done
Violation
deal.
of the-
It's gone. They've already,
oh, they sold it already?
they passed papers the day you guys did the inside inspection.
Violation of the WBA?
Yeah.
The wetland provisions, you think?
Yeah, that's what he said too, Pete.
Yeah, they passed papers the day, because when I talked to the lady, the real estate agent, I said, as long, because we do this thing all the time. We write a letter saying, as long as you have everything is fine, and if nothing's, violating, we'll vote to approve it. And so I wrote the letter and they passed papers. So it's on this new owner. So that won't be happening again, I can tell you that, because I'm not going to get screwed again. So,
I don't know if we can prove we have a Wetland Protection Act violation yet.
unless it's, you'll have to go out and
Take some measurements.
take some measurements.
That's what I would want to see, is measurements. And then we can talk about, okay, if it's right up against it, what are we gonna do? Because clearly.
Because we're not, I'm not going to take, so these people bought this house
Yep,
and that pool
what's about it?
is part of that and increased the property value. So I'm not going to have them do anything to that pool. I can tell you that. We can make conditions saying you cannot backwash
Yeah.
and things like that, and let them know we will be coming out in the spring.
Yep.
When you open that pool, we will be coming and checking on you, because it's not anything personal to you. It is what happened before, and
That's
unfortunately,
kind of where my head's at as well.
Yeah.
Because the filter, by that picture, the filter is on this
Yeah,
corner.
that's what.
It's
Yeah.
closest to the wetland.
And they had that hose over the.
Yeah, so.
they have a hose.
Well, whatever it was connected
It goes
to.
over the fence.
Yeah.
Everything was
draining
the
it
pool
into
was
the-
closed at that point, so nothing was actively happening.
Right,
Obviously, we would
but
have.
still,
Just
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at, if we go up and take measurements, my guess is they put the fence on the building setback line, because they weren't gonna go encroach, that's where the fence is, that's where you can build to, and then the pool's gonna be within that.
Yeah, right in here.
Exactly.
And that filter is here. So
Yeah,
at the very least, depending on the measurements, move the filter onto the other side of the pool and drain into the land. Drain, and if you're gonna backwash over here.
or
Onto
take it to the
lawn.
street. That's a long, but it's going uphill, so that would.
Yeah, because the yard
There's no
sloped
wetlands.
like crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It can't go to the street because
Yeah, right,
it's
no,
it's up.
yeah.
That's what I'm suggesting, is bring it over here.
Yeah, but there's no wetlands here. The wetland, you know what I mean? I mean, they kind of, you can maybe interpolate it going this way.
Yeah, but if you do it on, because that's this side, right, that you're talking about? There's
Do it on
the
the
house
opposite
that's
side.
right, it's on the shed side or the other side? Like when you're looking at the pool, you're at the front of the house and you're looking in the backyard. The shed's over here, the pool's back here.
No,
Well,
The filter's over here, right?
it's behind it.
Yeah, on this side. So when you're gonna drain it or backwash it, do it over here, onto the lawn, do it slow, so it percolates, so at least The other thing too is when you drain pools, you typically give 7 days. It'll clear up the chlorination, the gases. So there's things that they can do, if not having to move the pool, but that they can do operationally to help have less of a negative impact on the wetlands.
Yeah, but they're not going into the wetlands, they're going, this way, we don't know if there's wetlands back here or not.
No, you have the filters here, so you know it's good. You know it's going.
No, but we don't know if the wetlands continues this way.
Yeah, that's.
Or if it kind of comes around. We
And
don't
that
know
should be
that.
all part of what we're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Where
you're
is it?
saying now that I have, okay. So is the filter over here,
Yeah, in the back.
or is it on this side?
Yeah, so.
This side?
It's not, I think I remember it being on the shed side behind.
Yeah, the shed side.
The shed
So is
side.
that it?
He's pointing at it.
Okay,
This
so
is
here's
it
the
right
fil-
here, yeah.
Okay, so this would
There's
be,
enough room to keep it, there's 15, 20 feet between
Yeah.
that and the fence. There's enough room to keep that within, not in the woods. You just don't mess up his lawn. You can drain that to the,
Yeah, I think, I mean, we
Right
don't know that anything is actually
Maybe, let's
happening,
measure it.
it's just, I think we just have to preemptively be like, caution,
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
Right.
it's hard to tell from this, so I think we need more information.
Yeah, and especially where they're new owners, just to, it's a good time to start fresh, and just be like, these
Yeah.
are our
And that way they
expectations.
understand that, hey,
the whole
listen,
runs into the woods is not
Well, that's-
appropriate.
Yeah.
no,
Right. And maybe they don't.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's a good
I don't know what that
I agree.
was, exactly, yeah. We'll assume they don't know.
My gut reaction was it's coming down, just so you know.
I know it was, that's
Yeah.
why I was like,
With the pool?
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
we can
no.
have a
Not
little,
based on us.
when
I don't
we
think
have a conversation
We-
about the bylaws in 16, to me, inconsistencies, so.
Well,
I don't think we violate the,
But I'm okay, I'll be on it. I'll be on
yeah,
it.
we can't, they
I'll be
can't,
on it, I'll be on it.
even if you wanted to, we don't have the power to make them take down that pool. Because it's not in the wetlands and it's probably pretty far out. It shouldn't have been put there.
Right.
It should have been moved,
Yeah.
10 feet.
Sends it the
Towards-
text, I get it.
Yes. And I'm not gonna, we will educate the new owner, but we can't penalize them because,
So as far as collecting the additional information that we're asking for now, how do we do that? We go through Ron, is it something,
who? No,
he's done, right? So.
it has
is that
nothing to do with
something
him.
we do?
So, I need to call the lady. Oh, what's her name?
No, Eva.
What's her name?
No, maybe not.
I wouldn't really make them take it up.
What?
I wouldn't really make them take it up. That's a reason allowance. But when you look at it, you're like, what? Okay.
oh, I know, me and had the same thing, isn't that pool's
Yeah, like, is
Oh,
it on
wa-
that property?
on there?
EWA is her,
Yeah,
the real
it's
estate.
Eva.
And when I talked to the building department, part of that conversation was the pool's installed, it's never been inspected, there was no permit. The permit would need to be pulled such that the appropriate inspections would need to occur from the building department.
It's up to them. They might just say it's grandfathered.
No, Jimmy was
But, I mean,
sort of on that.
okay, I mean, that's,
That thing for too, because you don't want an unsafe condition back.
So I just sent you-
electricity going back there, and,
I just sent you the email, so it has her phone number and her email, so you can contact her. Because I don't know who the owner is,
Okay.
and I wouldn't want you to just go up and knock on the door and go, hey,
Surprise!
yeah, I don't want to rule it like that.
I take measure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take some
so,
measurements.
All right,
Anyway.
I'll coordinate a time and let you guys know if anybody wants to join me, that'd be cool.
okay.
Yep.
When I do go, can I get a copy or take the file, at least so I have that with me?
You can take it, just do not lose anything in it. because especially with the all this stuff. Let's see. And then we did receive the resource area delineation for Bedford Street. And I have to,
Is this the property across the street from people?
I don't know. I mean,
Does it have an address?
it says 35 Bedford Street. Map 25D.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
That's the piece that's for sale, and maybe, potentially, that was the one that I brought up, that,
Where is this at?
Across the street.
From
Peaceful.
Hornstra?
yeah, that the
From
town
where?
has right of first
Peaceful
refusal.
Meadows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that with the, okay.
So the little house, is that what you're talking about?
I think it's an empty lot. I think it's
The
the
lot
empty
that's
lot
for
that's for
sale?
sale.
Yeah. The
They're gonna
land that's
name
for
it, and
sale.
they're gonna-
So where the cat, so here's that one house. And then there's like, I don't know.
The kennels.
This is a kennel.
The kennel.
Is that what it is, a kennel? Because I always thought it was like a
Yeah.
cabinet making
Tails,
place
whatever.
with the garage, the little pond.
I don't know.
You're too far up. You
Yeah,
gotta go toward East Bridgewater.
East Bridgewater, the other
Right,
side.
right across from the farm.
Yeah.
Oh, where they're having all the,
The dumpsters laid out there.
yeah. Well, that, you know what, well, that's not technically a dumpster. That's for their, the corn and the,
Husks, the husks.
yes,
Okay.
it's called sorghum. Well, not, no, that's not sorghum, it's,
Get your Kansas brain going.
I know.
oh, it's off the top of my head, I can't remember. It starts with an S. Anyway,
I couldn't download, I couldn't look at the map on my phone, it's too big, but I think
Yeah, I
it
know. It's
has.
just on Google Maps, but like it's like right there because this is that's the Hornstra Farm store.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
the little
just right
kennel.
diagonal.
Yeah, I think it's the property just north of it.
Just on the other side.
Just
The huge acreage.
yeah, it's where the like there is a for
Okay,
sale
so it's
sign.
not
So there's
because
So it's across the
after
street.
that
Yep, and this is
kennel,
the-
it goes
oh,
up
so it's next to the,
You start getting into
oh,
grooming
the,
dog.
yeah, oh, yeah,
House.
okay,
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that one,
We're gonna
okay.
mark the wetlands and we're gonna approve their markings in lieu of before they kind of subdivide it or put together a big property development.
That's like further down on the right, beyond the farm, and they're putting in like a big development.
Sort of like that.
Bridgewater, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
this is
It might not be that big down the other room, but there's gonna be something.
It just looks big on the picture.
It does.
So we need to schedule a walk, is that right?
Yes, so,
They just all,
And I-
Carl did it, right? Is it PMP?
PMP, it's the same company that did the Tilton,
Plymouth Street,
Plymouth Street?
next to that huge development, right?
Yes,
At the top south.
the Tilton, we walked in, and we had to move the line.
oh yes,
Yes.
that same guy. Oh
Yes,
Yeah.
r-
The
yes,
hill, whatever it is. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yep.
the same company
Oh okay.
that,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Okay.
And I
So-
believe that's the land that the town has the right of first refusal.
Right. Right. You're right. Yeah, I think it must be.
So
'Cause, yeah.
it'd
You know, like,
be good if we get out there and walk it to see if it has potential use for conservation or open space.
yeah. Okay.
So, you guys, all the information, whose is this? Somebody
It's
left.
probably in the mailbox. maybe.
Oh, okay. So I have the whole thing. So if you guys want to schedule, I need to contact, what was her name?
Does someone want to take the file with them? To look it over before the end round?
Sure.
Or is that one?
It's pretty loose. Totally looked at.
You can have one map,
Yeah. Yeah.
and all the other information is in the email that I sent you guys.
Okay.
Everything's in there, because that's where I printed.
Pretty big.
Didn't I put it in here?
It's a big rock. It's all for value for the town.
Oh, I must have left it at home. I thought I had brought it.
It's also, I think,
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the information is in, if you guys want a copy, if you want this is a printout, but I have the one too at home. Oh, there should be a check in here.
So you're gonna call them and schedule?
No, because I can't do the site inspection.
Oh, okay.
So whoever you guys,
That's behind.
I would talk to.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
what was that lady?
So this the
Might as well
represent this
Saturday,
Ed
too.
Jacob, is
Yes.
that Ed who we met last time?
Ed is the guy you met last time.
Other
Same guy,
Ed,
huh?
Yes,
yeah.
yes, that was, yeah. So if you contact Ed. and,
Yeah,
um,
okay.
do you want to take this?
Yeah, I'll take it, yeah, it's
All
fine,
right,
yeah.
you got that?
Absolutely, sure. Unless you want, I can like you have a long list of to-dos. Yeah, I'll try to schedule some, I mean, it's just so tough now with the early sunset, but whatever.
A quarter of the wetlands are in East Bridgewater. So a quarter of the wetlands are in East Bridgewater.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was wondering how big
Oh.
this property was.
It's right on the town line, so it's a little more south than I thought.
But you got the easements going through it.
Well, I'll have to contact her because I don't know why
140 wetland flags.
they gave us the check for Whitman Express for $50. It's like, it's not gonna roll now,
Okay.
Okay.
so,
Does that go with? that
This
figure?
goes with this, yeah.
well, it goes in here, but
That's a good 2 hour one. So I mean, you want to
So
do
you
it
got-
Saturday, I could probably.
This is gonna have to be another Saturday, yeah,
Yes.
because
well, it needs to be before the 4th.
before what?
The 4th, they're gonna be on
Yeah.
the,
Before the 4th of December?
yeah, because or the 2nd, I'm sorry.
Oh,
The second,
before December
this,
2nd.
uh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Second, which is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
it's our next
If
meeting.
It's not Saturday, then maybe
Yeah, because we're gonna
do
go,
it the Monday or Sunday after Thanksgiving. I don't know.
yeah.
Did you, tell me if we need to change it then?
No, I think
No,
we'll probably get a day.
Is
Yeah.
okay. You guys gonna be around?
Well,
You're
if
not
you're- I'll
going,
be around.
you're not going away for Thanksgiving or
retired.
anything? Yeah.
Yeah, well, but
Yeah,
don't wait for me. But I'm going away for Thanksgiving from Wednesday to Sunday.
Wednesday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, don't wait. If you guys can get a time, you get.
Yeah, I'll see.
I'm only away that Thanksgiving.
I can look at pictures. So
Okay, I'll email and see what they can do, and they may be away for Thanksgiving, but.
that's rocking.
Yeah, that's good.
No mind.
Yeah. Very strange.
Not golf course.
Okay. Thing died, okay. Were there any other site inspections or anything?
Yes. So at the last meeting, there was conversation about the stream running across the street on School Street between 180 and 190. And you'll probably be familiar, but there was redirection of the stream by one of the homeowners,
With the pavers.
the pavers.
Remember that? We put it
Yes.
in?
So we-
Yeah.
The guy to the right,
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the guy to the left
and then the guy
was the.
on the left was the guy that was complaining.
yeah. So because it's been some time, we thought it'd be a good idea for me to go up and see whether or not there was any new redirection. So I did, I went up and I looked, and I took some pictures, I forgot to send you guys, but it looks like it's the old pavers. They were on the right-hand side, maybe there was 10 or 15 of them. Looked like it was pushing on the other side. And then it looked like that stream goes underground as well too. I didn't see it on the surface.
It goes underneath School Street.
Goes from Laura House, along Laura House, under School Street, then it curves and there's pavers right here, and then it kind of goes this way. There's a
Yes.
bridge, they put
Yes.
in a wooden bridge,
Yes.
that's still there, and then it goes out back, and I didn't see it on the surface, so it looked like it went underground.
Because the guy
Yeah.
that lives in the house, that's the complainer,
This,
has I believe. I mean, the last time we were out there, it
Sounds
looked like
kinda like-
he had filled in stuff, and then he complained because it was flooding.
Because he blocked
I think it goes on the ground, I think it just dissipates out.
Dissipate?
Yeah.
Exactly right.
it. Okay, there is a large log, a large, big tree that is placed to the left of it when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was there, way back when or not,
The
but
big tree.
it's a large, tree.
Growing a lot.
No, it's there.
Oh.
Yeah, cut,
Oh.
laying on the ground, yeah. Whether that was to help sort of direct it back the other way or not,
I don't remember a tree
yeah.
being
I'm
dead.
gonna guess it's probably 15 feet long and yay.
No, there wasn't down when we were there.
So they probably placed it there to try to help direct it back. But as far as the pavers go, they look old. It doesn't look like there's been anything new on that.
Yeah, so we'll just have them remove the papers.
Yeah, it's not gonna, there's no.
Do you want to remove the pavers or?
Yes,
Oh my God, they put it
yes,
in
because
that-
isn't that what Whitney suggested?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to pull the papers.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've gone there twice, after Whitney and no one's been there.
And it's not gonna, it's not like a lawn or anything
Not gonna
like
do
that.
anything.
It's not gonna
No,
do
yeah,
anything.
yeah,
But
yeah.
they could erode and go into the stream and all that, so they need to be removed.
Yeah, okay.
They can keep the brick.
I don't know who the owners are.
I can't
It
remember.
doesn't matter. I'll knock on the door. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, no, just tell them who you are.
We've already met them,
Yeah.
they know that we were calling once already.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and just, tell them to remove it. They don't have to remove the wooden bridge. That's not a problem.
Yeah, and we'll leave the log, it's natural, whatever, it's pretty.
Just say, everything's around that's hands off, you can't.
Yeah,
go
you
on
can't,
trees, You can't put on tree,
Yeah, okay.
let it go.
And then, so Leanne and I did do an inspection of the Whitman Middle School, and we did find some observations. I sent an email to the project managers and a couple of you guys as well too. I didn't see a response to this
Yeah, I didn't
at all.
either, which is unusual, because
Yeah.
he's been so responsive in the past.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, probably the biggest thing is they had asked us to come up because they're going to be putting in the retention chamber.
Yep.
And they were supposed to, they wanted to put the erosion control up, and we told them, okay, when it's up, we'll come up and inspect it. But it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So-
I think.
Yeah, so
Was there any-
we need to probably get up there and do it again too. The material stocking, they're doing much better job of all the material in the back than I first saw. But they did have some material that wall in the back.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a great job on that. That's
Yeah.
They
that's
paved it?
yeah, it's almost.
They paved it?
Oh, not I don't know.
The walkway?
They put the retention wall in
The
there?
retention wall.
Retention, yeah,
That's good, that should help.
Yeah, it was almost done. They figured one more week. So
It
they
wasn't
had,
paved before Thanksgiving, so.
yeah. And
That'll
then,
help too, good enough, all the sediment.
Yeah.
we did talk about the south gate, and it's been locked. And once they get all the erosion control up, no one will really be going in and out of it anyways. But I did mention to them about the, that I was up there and they had a delivery at 6:25, and they'll make sure to communicate to everybody, know.
So was it a delivery for the school or was it for the
No,
construction?
so the construction.
Okay, yeah, that's.
It was the fencing that they're gonna use around
Yeah.
the area that they're gonna be working
Yeah.
towards the south gate.
They know better.
And the other thing
If you
too,
do business anywhere.
yeah, and they didn't know I was sitting out there. But, the other thing that we had a really good conversation on is, so we asked about traffic going through the south gate, and it has not been opened, but they did say that trucks have gone down in the whole Memorial development area because the GPS, when you GPS into the school, it takes you there. So trucks have gone and they're like, oh, we can't get in, and they call and they have to come back. So what we provided a recommendation to them is to put signs at the whole Memorial entrances that says no construction entrance. So they don't have to call. So Yeah, I'm surprised. I'll send an email to Joe, but it might be better just to go and do a surprise.
Okay.
You know,
Yep.
here we are again. So if anybody wants to
Yep.
join me, to go up, feel
Yeah.
free.
I can
They're like that guy again.
do that same time frame again if you're around that like
In the morning?
8:45.
You know what day?
You can do this Thursday or Friday. I'm around.
I think Thursday's Friday.
Around.
I can't do Thursday, I have therapy. How about Friday? Friday?
Or next week, Monday, Tuesday.
I'm good for the 21st if you are.
The 21st. Okay, yep. All right, I'll do that.
We're
Yeah.
printing out and documenting our inspection findings and then print out, we gotta make sure we're keeping those in a file, right?
Getting what?
Well, you know, Ed's email saying, you know,
Yeah.
good morning, here's our 8 list of,
I haven't printed them
I mean, we
out.
should at least start to think about trying to document those.
Probably a good idea.
Just, it should be part of the record.
Yeah.
They're official.
Yeah, I haven't printed them out,
Okay,
but
it's a good note to make. Maybe we can ask Erica to kind of
yeah,
attach those.
I'll bring my folder because it's not a small folder.
Right.
It's like this thick. So
And they are doing this one.
Good.
And that's it.
Okay.
so do you want to review, do 7 through 10, or you want to wait until next time?
I had a couple of questions about just a couple other things. Ed, with the phone call with Erica about the grant for the state, were you
Oh,
able
yeah.
to be on that?
Oh, yeah. That, thank you. It was a really good meeting, and I didn't take notes because I was driving. But they really liked the proposal or the concept for the Hobart Dam replacement.
Okay.
And this was just the initial meeting. There's a ton of stuff that has to get filled out.
Okay.
And they were given tips, okay, this is kind of what you want to do. And it is sort of competitive. So I brought up the historical nature of Little Comfort Park. And they said, yeah, make sure you include all that stuff in there because it makes a big difference on whether or not you get a grant or not. And then the ecological impact as well too. Really explain what's going on with the dam, what improving the dam will be as far as the ecology in the area goes. I did ask about the bridge that goes, that's across, and they said no, that's outside. It's strictly just a
Yeah,
dam.
that's a road.
Yeah, and it would be a replacement. They did do a similar project in Western Mass, so it's not unheard of for them to improve something like this, but it is competitive. And I think Erica was taking pretty good notes as I was driving.
Yeah.
But it was a good initial meeting. There is a timeline though, and I got January in my head, so it's.
Okay.
I think January is the start, and everything has to be in by June.
Okay.
So.
So what's the grant for? Take me back.
The grant is for replacement of the Hobart Dam. So there's engineering feasibility studies.
So the head wall?
The head wall, yeah. Yeah. But they were talking things, things that may not necessarily apply to it. What's downstream of the dam if it was to let go. Because that dam's old. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been there since I was a kid.
Oh, this is Hobart, not
Hobart.
Harding.
Hobart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hobart.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the impact if that dam lets go? Is there a senior center? Is there residential? So there's really not much there other than the spillway going to Bear Meadow. So that might factor in as well
Yeah,
too,
definitely.
because
Yeah.
impact, they really stressed the impact to
Yeah.
people and property.
There might be some stuff in the cabinet for Hobart's Pond. I know I have
Sure,
some
yeah.
stuff at home
Yeah.
because I took stuff because I didn't want, since those don't lock, I took things home.
Yeah.
They're
This is the Essex Street side.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on Pond Street. right near Little Comfort Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the next steps?
I don't remember.
We can ask her.
We'll have to
We're
ask
gonna
her.
share.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she was taking notes.
Yeah. We can see if she's able to share. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome though. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
But it honestly, it sounded like a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, we can ask.
Because they were talking about engineering studies and I'm like, okay, engineering studies. Who's doing that and who's paying for it?
It's a complete part of the grant.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
The only other thing I wanted to mention is, did hear from Matt Dyer, who works at Old Colony Planning Council with Jason, who was our partner for the open space and recreation plan. So what Matt had shared was that the East Bridgewater Select Board voted to support exploring a multi-use pathway along the old rail easement that would link to the Flaherty Trail.
Great.
So at this time, they were interested in just connecting with all parties who might be interested and involved in this. So Ed and I were on this because we had participated in the open space and recreation plan planning. There was supposed to be a meeting yesterday that ended up getting canceled. I had said to Matt that I wanted to keep this commission informed because it involves the Flaherty Trail.
Yeah.
So he's absolutely open to that. He said, share contact information if anyone else would like to involve. So if you guys are okay, I may just have
Okay,
him,
yeah.
Sure.
invite you to
Yeah.
whatever he wants to do next. He did ask about other meeting times, which is so hard to find a time that works for everyone, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Did he want to do a joint meeting or does he want to do another walk with
I don't
the
really
various
know.
boards?
Well, I don't know. It seemed like the meeting yesterday was supposed to be just like a sit down with all interested and involved parties to sort of just talk about potential next steps, I think. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to do a walk yet,
Yeah.
but yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's great, because
I
when
know.
we walked it, we saw the potential there for sure.
I mean, it's a beautiful trail. That's why I was so surprised. But all right, I'll share our contact info with him and just we'll stay in the loop. 'Cause,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as far as the bylaw goes, maybe we'll just save that for next time.
Shelved.
Shelved.
What I would recommend too, since we're working on our bylaws, the ZBA, we're gonna be looking at the bylaws as well too.
That's good. Though.
So if there's something that we see from a conservation perspective on the existing bylaws that you guys want me to bring to the ZBA, I'm willing to do that as well too. Because I did mention to them that, we're looking at putting in ordinances for the conservation bylaws.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty. Anybody got anything else?
I'm spent.
Me too.
So,
Yeah. It's only my second day. Like this, I've been working.
Out the real world.
yeah.
Yeah. You'd be surprised, like, all my conversation from the time my husband left till my daughter got home was, stop barking. You don't know what she's barking at. To my two dogs. Lily the Beagle. Amazon truck. UPS. People walking. Cash the lab. Sitting on the bed. Bark. You don't even know what she's barking at. Go downstairs. Don't bark in my ear. That was the gist of my conversations
For what?
for 3 weeks. Yeah.
You're happy to get out of the house.
I was so glad to see people yesterday
Yeah.
at work. It's like, I've never, it's like, and then like going to the printer, it's like, I haven't walked this much and
Feels good though.
it does.
Give it back.
Yeah.
Give it back circles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was I looking for?
The next meeting. Yeah.
Oh, it's December 2nd is our next meeting. And
December.
it is 8:45 and I am closing the meeting.
Excellent.